Welcome to Voices from the Bench, a dental laboratory podcast. Send us an email at info@voicesfromthebench.com and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Greetings and welcome to episode 285 of Voices from the Bench. My name is Elvis.
My name is Barbara.
What's happening, Barb? How are you?
Life is good, Elvis. Life is good.
Yeah, sliced my finger open this morning.
Yeah, how many stitches, friend? How the hell does a person your age slice your finger open? I think you should tell our listeners.
Well, it's funny. I think I texted you and said, hey, let's record.
Yep.
And it was like, in 5 minutes, whatever. And then my wife was like, hey, can you cut me a bagel? I'm like, all right, sure, no problem, real quick. It's the bagel. Yeah. Sliced my left hand.
Ooh.
I don't know, what's that, the pointer finger? Just sliced that SOB right open. Ran over to the immediate care, got 3 stitches, and was in and out in 50 minutes and still made it to my 11 o'clock chairside appointment.
I know. I was pretty impressed with that. You said I have an 11 o'clock chairside, and I'm like, no way. And then you made it. So good.
Yeah.
Good for your clinic, because they're usually not that fast.
No, I was ready to call the office and apologize, but they got me out, and I got over there and was able to help.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Speaking of fingers, I actually got the finger yesterday from a patient.
In a good way or a bad way?
Let's say bad.
Okay. Oh, jeez. You going to tell us why?
Well, yeah. I've kind of learned since my job with Derby that a lot of the times they ask for a technician to come chairside, of course, with cases that aren't going great.
Oh, yeah.
But also to play that role as kind of like a buffer between the doctor and a patient that's kind of getting upset because things aren't going great.
Yep.
Does that make sense?
Totally. Yep.
So the patient actually has to pay the dentist. They don't pay me, so they kind of see me in a different light.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't mind the role. It's fine. I go in there. I tell them, as a lab, we're here to help. We're here to show concern. And this patient, who was just a problem patient to begin with, was getting a new upper and a lower partial. Well, her old upper fit great, 15 years old, using a reline material she buys on Amazon. Loves it. The new one did not fit as well. I asked to see her old one again. She said, well, I broke it this weekend and threw it in a lake. And I'm like, well, okay. So I was trying to explain to her, because of her ridge and her palate, you're not going to get a lot of suction. So I would recommend adhesive. That is when I got the finger.
Wow. Ridge and suction, then finger. Well,
yes.
I'm sure you handled it well.
I kind of smiled it off.
Elvis
but,
out. Well, cool. I won't give you the finger. Just say it.
A couple fingers this week for me. Cutting one and getting one.
That's cool.
So.
Well, now you need a third coming up.
Oh, jeez. I hope not.
Hey, this weekend we're going to be at the DTG Symposium in Alsip, Illinois. So many speakers, amazing speakers, and hopefully attendees will be there, and we know they will. So if you're going to be going, be sure to find us, stop by and chat. We will be recording both September 15th and 16th, which is actually Friday, Saturday. So come see us.
I'm looking at this lineup. It's amazing.
No doubt.
Yeah, I'm hoping we can get some of these speakers on the podcast next week.
You know we will. Come on.
Yeah, we will. Hey, also, I want to remind everyone that this week, the Thursday before the DTG, is my lab versus clinical webinar I'm doing with Dr. David Rice. So with Ivoclar, we're calling this the Dental Showdown.
Nice. I like that.
It's happening at 7 p.m., like I said, on Thursday the 14th. And Dr. Rice and we're going to discuss some of the complications that each side of our industry needs to overcome to work a little bit better together.
Nice.
So head over to voicesfromthebench.com/Ivoclar or this episode's show notes for a link to the webinar. Now, this is live.
Oh,
it's a live webinar.
How much you love that.
Not nervous at all.
No.
And we're encouraging others to participate with questions or topics that you've always wanted to bring up to a dentist, but maybe you just never have. So I'm asking, please, dental lab community, please come and support me. I don't want to be on this thing with just a bunch of dentists. Because they're going to blame me for everything that goes wrong.
Well, it is your fault.
Well, it is the lab's fault, isn't it?
Yeah. Most of the time.
All right, so this week we are back with our amazing lineup of 17 guests.
17.
It's the most crowded episode we have ever done.
Sweet.
We are finishing up the speed recordings that we did during the Ladies of the Mill speed dating. We talked to friends, coworkers, cousins, daughters, past podcast guests, and so many more. A lot's covered quickly, so you don't want to miss any of it. So I'm going to try to run through all these names.
All right, I get you. Let's go.
I'm pre-apologizing to anybody I mess up. Mary Cardenas, Denisse Lasso, Dora Rodrigues, Krysta Lovelace, Heather McMeans, Raegan Bicklein, Lauren Crowe, Holly Wood, Sarah Williamson, Jennifer Taylor, Emily Valentine, Hannah Fischer, Stefani Hudson, Lindsay Berg, Betty Teel, Brandy Joe, and Kathryn Green.
Nice.
Whew. I did that in one take. I just want everyone to know
well
that.
Done. Wow.
I told you there was a lot of people. So join us live from the Ladies of the Mill Summit 2023.
If you are looking for a ceramic or sintering furnace and want an incredible deal, you guys, look no further.
Ivoclar has their 3 ways to save promotion going on now. Connect with an Ivoclar sales representative today to learn about how you can save on a new furnace, or you can email customer service at cs.us@ivoclar.com.
And please tell them you heard it on the podcast to get free ground shipping by using the promo code 724.
One of the hardest part about getting new equipment is having to pay for shipping.
No doubt.
This is a huge deal. Those sintering ovens, furnaces, those things are huge and heavy.
I'll tell you what, that is so true because I ship pretty much every one of my cases out of state and it's a very expensive endeavor. So to get free ground shipping, guys, come on, let's go. 724.
724.
724.
Whether you're looking to elevate your craftsmanship or looking to cut back on cost, look no further.
VITA MFT teeth are the ultimate solution for creating lifelike and stunning smiles.
Crafted with precision and backed by cutting-edge technology, VITA MFT teeth offer unparalleled aesthetics and durability.
And since VITA believes in the power of experiencing excellence firsthand, for a limited time only, they are offering you the chance to get a complimentary case sample.
That's right, a full case absolutely free. Just visit vitanorthamerica.com/free MFT.
Don't wait any longer to start providing your customers a premium tooth at an economy price. Redeem your free case sample, and if you're ready to buy, VITA will even give you an extra 10% off discount by shopping online on their newly launched online store.
Join the VITA family today, and we appreciate your support of the podcast. Voices from the Bench. The interview.
Love that.
What's your last name?
Cardenas.
Cardenas?
Cardenas.
I'm just going to leave that in there so I don't have to pronounce it.
Cardenas.
Mary Cardenas. Here we are, LMT Lab Day Speed Dating, and then we got to go.
LMT, Ladies of the Mill.
Here we are at Ladies of the Mill, speed dating.
Well, you know, when you're speed dating, you're kind of like...
Yeah, we have 6 minutes to learn all about Mary Cardenas.
Yes.
Mary, how are you?
I'm doing great.
So you stopped me out in the hall earlier.
I did.
haven't even had time to tell Barb this story. Can you retell us
Sure.
the story?
I didn't actually know y'all were the Voices of the Bench, and my owner said, this is the best part of this seminar. Y'all need to go hear Voices of the Bench. I was all excited. And then I told my husband last night when I opened the little flyer, oh, my God, there's going to be an Elvis and Barb show. hope he does a great Elvis impression. I bet
She
it's gonna
thought
be
we
funny.
were like a.
I thought y'all were
shit,
like
that's
Pam and
comedy
Barb
show.
go to,
Well,
you know.
he does kind of do a great Elvis impersonation.
And so I
Just
was, you know,
saying.
saying it was vulnerable of me to say, like, the greatest podcast for the bench. I didn't know who y'all were, but now I do.
And now you know. And now
Yeah,
you're
we have a whole
on.
comedy routine.
No, he's got the comedy routine. He's
So
the
that's
funny
great.
one.
Tell us about yourself. Tell us about how you ended up in the industry.
I started as a chairside assistant.
Okay.
And worked my way up to being an orthodontic chairside assistant.
Is that harder? You said that like it was like a bigger
It's
deal.
a lot more
Don't you have to
individual
set the
responsibility.
brackets?
Yeah.
Like the
Oh,
doctor
yeah.
gives you a lot of responsibility and then leaves. You're basically straightening the teeth, the assistants.
Yeah.
Really?
That's-
You're tightening the wires? Doctors don't have
Doing
to do that?
Yeah, well,
Well, they should or they don't.
Mary
or...
Cardenas did not say that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
just
kidding.
make sure you let her know when this goes to launch.
Yes. No.
All right, so then.
It's general at all
Yeah.
orthodontic offices.
I
the
imagine.
the assistants have a lot of responsibility.
Sure.
And then I started learning the lab, and I absolutely loved making the appliances, making the retainers, the
For ortho,
expanders
yeah,
for
yeah.
ortho. And then I branched out to a general lab, and now I just am like a sponge consuming all of this.
When you say general lab, like, are you at the
Now we
bench?
do
you
everything.
make crowns? You...
Oh, I mean, a general lab is we do all
Full service lab.
full
Gotcha,
service
gotcha.
lab.
Yeah.
And then I started in the front, but then I started milling, and then they taught me to stain and glaze.
All the good
and
stuff.
I make the night guards and
Oh, that's
do custom
fantastic.
shades and
Sounds like
all
you're a
that stuff.
You do a lot of
I
everything.
do a lot of everything now.
And you
So
love
what-
it,
And I
right?
love it.
What lab is this?
Great State Dental Lab in Austin, Texas.
Austin,
I have heard of that
Texas.
laboratory, I think, right? We've had somebody on the podcast. No? Maybe?
I don't know, maybe.
Yeah. So are you the only one here from the lab or are they
I'm
with you?
all by myself.
That's why
I am representing.
Yeah.
So how did you hear about Ladies of the Milk?
I had wanted to go to that thing in Chicago, the lab show in Chicago.
Yeah,
and-
LMT, Chicago.
And the
yeah.
owner, failed to remember to take me. And
Oh.
so I told
gotta
him, I
smack
really want to
him,
do
just saying.
something. And he said, I got a great seminar for you. And I didn't know about it. I thought, are we just going to all show our zirconia baked fingers and stuff? Like, I really didn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's really
like
hot.
I'm the biggest group of bad hands of everyone. But it's been so inspirational and
Yeah, it really has been.
great stories. And really, everybody's story is amazing.
Yeah.
And we're not even hearing everybody's story, but I already know it is.
yeah.
Yeah, you could just feel the energy
You
in
do,
the room.
you
And
do.
when people go up and they talk about life and their vulnerabilities and what makes them such bad women, it's really inspiring.
It is. It is. It's been a very big pleasure. So excited.
Any thoughts of getting up on stage yourself at one of these?
Sure.
Yeah?
I would love to.
Awesome.
I
Yeah.
do. I do. I
Takes
think
a lot
we
of strength
see
to get
a
up
lot
in
of
front of people.
inspiring things every day. And I'd like to be a person that could inspire other people.
Yeah. That's great. That's great. So we have questions during the speed dating.
Here we go.
What are
your
your
turn.
strengths? Positive energy.
Positive energy, I feel I can communicate to almost anybody.
I don't
Like-
understand. What do you mean? I'm just kidding.
Well, Elvis,
He's always funnier
you're
live,
just so
y'all.
lovely. I just love your eye contact and
Sense of humor.
sense of humor is great. Yeah.
Well, I could
just
tell
like
when
getting
you were
along
walking
with
around
people.
this morning. I could just feel you. I was like, I want to talk to her, and you came over
That's
and
the
talked to us.
nicest
I'm
thing
so
to
happy you
say.
did.
It's a
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
They had a little sticker that said, "People know your energy before they meet you," and
so true.
that kind of. Thank you.
Totally agree.
I didn't think of that.
Yeah, you've got really great energy.
So she came up to me earlier, and she's never heard the podcast. And I gave her the warning about if you go back to the beginning, we
Yeah,
weren't
we were
very
kinda
good. Yeah.
We might still be. I don't know.
And she asked what episode to start on. I gave her Kelly Wellicke's story, which I think is a great story.
God,
it's
yeah.
one of our most downloaded episodes because but it's not the norm. But I think it's a good place to start. And I don't know if you agree, Barb.
I
mean,
told them I'm going to
Yeah.
start there, and then I'm going to listen to all your podcasts as my
There's a
daily
lot of really great
motivational
contact,
things.
to
Yeah.
be honest with you. We've talked to so many amazing people.
I don't know
Oh,
where my owner saw y'all, probably at
know.
one of these conventions, but he
Sure.
loves y'all, and it was number one on my list to meet
Well,
y'all.
now you
That's
can have
awesome.
him listen to you. High five!
How do I know when I'm on?
We'll let you know. Trust me.
I'll do my best to let everybody know. This is
You
going to
get
be an
listen
episode
to it,
of.
okay it, make sure
Oh,
it's good for you,
that's
and then
cool.
launch. Yeah.
I'm going to try.
No
'cause
worries. No worries.
the
You got a
speed
lot
date-
of
yeah,
dating.
The speed
this is
dating is
tough.
just going to be a lot of people. So
Well,
we're
hopefully
just gonna
this
throw it
won't
up
be
there.
our first date.
There you go.
No, never.
Awesome.
Well, thank you.
Mary,
Have a great
thank
time
you so
tonight,
much.
Mary.
Thank you,
A lot of
Elvis and
fun.
Barb, and I hope y'all's show is great.
Yeah, thank you. We lost Barb. Oh, look at your goodie
Barb?
bags. What do you got?
I know.
Well, you got a cell phone.
I-
Oh,
Barb, wait. No, it's not. That's your. No, this is mine.
I got excited.
I want a picture.
Here she
Oh,
is.
dale.
Come on, El.
All right,
Barb,
speed dating
picture.
continues. Ladies of the Mill,
Hold on, I want one too.
2023.
When you're ready.
Okay, all of us. Woohoo!
Oh, thank you.
Sorry.
Stupid tallness.
He's funny.
Yay.
Well, He's much more funny
You're with all
live.
the
Thank
shorties,
you.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of, ladies.
We're all the
Okay.
shorties.
Ladies of the Mill, speed
Speed
dating.
dating.
We have some legends here with
Dun,
us.
dun, dun.
Our fan favorite, Dora Rodrigues,
Yes.
who just came off stage
Super loved
again.
your
Last time we talked to you, you
presentation.
just came off stage. Do
I
you speak
know.
nonstop? Is this your new career?
I think so. It was awesome.
I
Just
like
saying.
it. This one it was different
Yeah.
for me. It was
Yeah.
about work.
She and
It
I
was
were checking in
intimidating.
last night at 11 p.m.,
Ah,
right?
that
We
was
were looking
terrible.
at each other. I'm like, yeah, I know. I just want to go to bed.
I know.
And then you got on and rocked it today.
Yes, I did. I'm. It was
Feel good?
Yeah.
A little different. Not so
Yeah.
much all on four technique.
I know. Yeah.
More
it
like
was-
how I ended up being.
Yeah,
Very
my life.
personal.
Yeah.
I was biting my lips inside, like, don't cry, don't cry. The direction, the pain, like, yeah.
Nice.
I'm proud of it.
Yeah,
like,
you
know,
should be.
I was able to tell my story.
Yeah.
And got some people inspired, and that was what it
That
was
was
all
the goal.
about. Yeah.
Yeah. And Denisse. I can't remember your last name.
Padilla.
I'm waiting for him to pronounce it.
I want you to pronounce it.
Padilla. Well,
Padilla.
former Padilla and now Lasso, but yes.
I did
Lasso?
real good. I
You
was
went.
close.
Wait a minute. You went from what to what?
Former Padilla, but it's Lasso now.
Lasso.
Lasso.
Yeah,
Nice.
but that's going to change eventually.
How was the meeting for you guys so far? I know it was great for you. How about you?
Listen, since the first little meeting that we had.
Yeah,
and,
you're the
you know,
you're the OG here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're one of the founders.
Yeah,
Wow.
so seeing this, like, I mean, not only like seeing the stories, correct? Because the reason I helped this kind of come to fruition was because for me it was important. You know, I've grown in the industry. I have my a small little lab that's mine too. And hopefully, you get to speak to my partner, Viviana, somewhere around here.
Wait a minute. You own a lab too?
Yes, and I'm doing the triathlon because Barbara's helping me. I've been busy this year, Elvis.
Yeah, no kidding. I
Come
had
on,
no idea
Elvis.
you had a lab.
Yeah,
I actually didn't know that either.
Yes.
I'll be honest.
Sugar Dental Studio. Yes.
Sugar?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'm part owner, and I'm more behind scenes. Obviously, my primary, my 9 to 5, as I will call it, it's Ivoclar.
I was gonna say, I thought you were
specialist.
working for Ivoclar
Yeah,
now.
I am the digital specialist for Ivoclar for the Mid-Atlantic and for the Southeast. But besides that, like the whole industry itself and women and giving women a voice was really what drove all
no doubt.
this.
Yep.
This is really what mattered to me. It's kind of where. Like Trish was when she was on stage, she was saying, I will help any customer, whether it's my customer or it's not my customer. I will help anyone, because we become family, we become friends. I've been to labs that, just to help them out, not to sell my product, and it's been throughout my career with any company I worked for. So to me, this is more like that. Like we're friends, helping each other grow and giving us.
So even though Dora's not your official customer, you'd still help her?
Sure.
Okay.
Of
Obviously, I love her.
I'm just kidding.
Dora's actually helped us a lot, so she's awesome.
See, Elvis.
See,
Yeah.
she helps. We call her, and she helps us.
Are you a big Ivoclar fan?
I am.
Yeah?
Yeah, I use their teeth.
How
Yeah.
can you not be an Ivoclar
I
fan?
hear ya.
Yes.
I use
Come
their
on,
teeth.
man.
I know.
I've got a question. What are your weaknesses? Dora, do you have any? That's the question on the board. Just this. Remember, this is speed dating.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
pulling
weakness.
that back in.
I like to please everyone,
Yeah.
and sometimes I lose myself while doing that. But I am learning how to think of myself first now. So
I
that
really
is
like that in your
changing.
presentation, when you said, you know what, work is not everything. You've got to focus on your family. You've got to be present. And
Yes, you have to.
I applaud you for that because
Yes.
it's just so important. You
It
lose
is
that
important.
time, you can't get it back.
'Cause if you talk with older technicians, retired technicians, everyone says the same
My
thing.
dad was never around.
Everything.
My whole
Yeah, I
whole
heard
life.
you say that before.
Yep.
Yes.
He was out building the lab, and I get it, and I'm grateful. But, yeah, you
Because
can't
you're
get that time
thinking,
back.
I'm building this for the future, and you keep postponing it when you get to the point that you're not enjoying it anymore. And like I said, I look at my kids, they're 12. A couple more years, they don't want to hang out with me anymore, so I need to make the time now.
You're lucky you have them at 12. You'll blink and they'll be gone.
Yeah.
Yes, pretty
Especially
much.
boys.
So, yeah.
Yeah,
They don't want to hang out with me anymore. They want to spend time with their friends.
sure.
and-
It's just part of life.
Yeah.
We're all there.
So isn't it the Iva Clark ball tonight? Aren't
It
you guys hosting?
is
So are
the
you wearing
ball.
something spectacular or
So
what?
we have our own theme, but you'll see the reveal tonight. But yes, I'm really excited. We'll have our mask. Do you have your mask
Oh,
ready?
hell yeah.
Okay.
Does Cat have an
Elvis?
ass? I'm ready.
Is your mask a cat?
No,
No,
but
oh.
if a cat had an ass, I have a mask.
All right. I
So
think
you guys have a theme? Oh, how fun.
Yeah,
so
you guys
excited.
are going to see it tonight. It's going to be great.
Well, last year was 90s night. Wasn't it 90s or
It
80s?
was
I think it was 80s.
80s.
I thought it was 90s.
When did you do Screech?
I did Screech,
So I
which
think
is
it was
90s,
90s. I
but
think it was
all of Iva Clark did A League of Their Own.
Oh, how
Yeah.
fun.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I wasn't part of the company
Yeah,
back
I know,
then.
but still,
wow.
it
but
stood
it was
out.
so much fun.
See, because
Yeah.
I'm not from here, I had no idea what that was. So I went back home and I went and watched the movie. Like,
And you're
oh,
trying to
this is
say,
what it's all about.
It's a cute movie. I love that
yes,
movie.
I watched it.
But it's such a period movie, you don't even think of it being a 90s movie.
Yeah.
I think of it
No.
like an old 40s movie because they did it so well.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
They did a good job with that movie. I really like it.
Yeah.
Barb, what's your weakness?
Me?
My mouth.
Oh.
Telling the truth when people don't want to hear it.
Yeah, but the honesty's good.
Yeah, but
You
being
should see what I
honest.
edit out. I'm just saying.
What is your weakness?
My
Elvis?
weakness? I overdo things.
Overthinker.
Oh, not an overthinker. It's just I become obsessed with things and then I just do it nonstop.
Kind of like the podcast and
Podcast.
the memes and the, yeah.
I can't
memes
do
are
that.
great.
I love the
I know
memes.
they are.
I can't do
love
anything
memes.
just once.
Yeah.
I just can't. I can't sit still.
So I think your weakness is also a positive, though, you know?
It depends.
For
You know, my
sure.
wife and I talk about going on vacation. She's like, you can't go on a vacation where you just sit around. I said, probably not. Probably not.
You're probably just, sitting by the pool and all day at
He'll
the
probably
beach.
start a podcast with
She says I have two modes, moving and sleeping. That's it.
I like that.
Yeah.
True to her. Well, thank you,
All right.
ladies.
All right,
Have
thank
fun.
you.
Thank
Barb.
you.
Nice talking to
Always
you.
good.
Yeah, that was good. Thank you.
So that's Elvis.
Okay.
I'm just getting names and spelling. Just
Yeah,
don't.
he needs to see the names.
Lovelace. That's a nice name.
I inherited it nicely, yes.
Well, yeah. What was the one before?
It's very harsh. Meinzer.
Oh yeah, you married up on that
I
name.
did.
You're married up on that name. God love him.
McMeans.
You said it correctly.
How does most people say it?
I've had everything under the sun.
McMeans. McMeans.
I'm like, it's like I'm a mean person, but not really.
McMeans.
Yeah, McMeans.
Awesome. Ella, no. Ugh. Ladies of the Mill. I keep saying LMT.
I know.
Oh, that's funny.
Ladies
Come
of the
on, honey.
Mill, 2023 speed dating. We are with Crystal Lovelace.
Nice name.
Well, thank you.
I'm glad I got
And?
the Crystal right. And
You got
Heather
it right so
McMeans.
far. Yes. Hi, ladies.
Two normal named people. I thank you for coming on.
Yeah.
Pronounceable.
Yes.
So tell us about yourselves. You guys are with a lab together?
We are.
We are. We
Okay.
work for Mountain Dental Lab in Asheville, North Carolina.
Are there mountains there?
There's
Just
a few.
Okay.
Couple.
Just making sure.
Yeah. a
Wasn't
few.
going to be one of those things. So who
Right.
wants to go first? Heather,
Okay.
tell us.
How did you get
in-
into the industry? Sorry.
No, it's fine.
We talk over each other.
No,
We do that
it's
all-
okay. One of the owners I went to church with, and he saw me corral like 100 kids on a stage in a Christmas production. He's like, she might be able to corral a few dental technicians.
That's hilarious.
So I came
Because you
in-
know what Barb
That
says?
is awesome.
Management is like, child care.
daycare. Yes.
So I came in as an office manager and then had the administrative and the creative side in my brain and transitioned to full-time technician and have been with them for almost 18 years.
18
that's
years?
great.
I know, right? It's
How do you
crazy.
transition to full-time technician? Do you were just over the
Well,
shoulder and you just learn it as
You start opaquing
Yep,
metal
that's where
back
I
in the day.
started.
Then you start stacking some porcelain, and then you start staining and glazing a few things. You learn to contour. Then the senior technicians at the time, they didn't want to touch zirconia. And so I walked over and I was like,
hated it, right?
No, they did. And so I walked over. I was like, I'll conquer it. And so that was probably 12 years ago or so.
Yeah.
And so we have built a huge zirconia department and have been through the whole phases of it looking like white putty walls to beautiful hybrid zirconia.
Yeah.
And so, and what's funny is Krysta was hired to replace me as the office manager. And she also has technical abilities as well, so she has come in and is now full-time technician as well in CAD/CAM.
So were you doing the same thing?
Wait a
You're
minute.
kinda looking,
Krysta?
Krista?
Did I call you
You totally got it
Crystal?
wrong. I was going to call
He
you out.
gets a lot
Yeah,
of
why'd you not
things
call
wrong.
me out? I feel bad. I'm all like, thanks for the easy names, everybody. And then I bombed the very first name.
I mean,
Krista.
eventually,
Krista.
after we became best friends, I would have told you.
Yeah, please.
No dental experience at all. They needed someone up front.
You replaced her?
I replaced her, and I think I did an okay job, but, still had Heather as my
excellent.
mentor. I always had the digital background, so computer design, yearbook editor, newspaper editor. I was nerding out. I was like, oh my God, there's so many cool computers in here. Like,
Yeah.
let's do something with them.
Oh, there are too.
So they needed someone to scan, and then from scanning became, okay, try this posterior, and then learn all the anatomy, and let's talk about function. And I can't see color the way anyone else does.
Yeah,
so
I can't either.
I shan't
Yeah.
pick up a brush anytime soon. But
Oh, she can do it.
But you can see teeth, you can
I
see
can see
contour,
teeth.
you
Absolutely.
get occlusion, and all
That's
that
right.
stuff, and it all goes together.
and it's left brain,
Yeah.
right brain harmony, and it's glorious.
So you love it. I could just tell when you say that you love it.
Yes.
We're kind of nerds for it. We like
Oh,
it
of course.
a lot.
How big is the lab?
Oh, goodness. We have a unique setup. We have a fixed lab in Asheville and a removables lab in Greenville.
How far apart are those two?
45 minutes to an hour, depending on
Interesting.
traffic.
Is there somebody that just runs back and forth all day with just like,
well,
I need stone, I need the investment, I need this, I
No,
need that.
well, I
Anybody
mean,
got any
we've got-
batteries and just back and forth?
We do have a delivery person that comes up and picks up cases and takes down and brings stuff
Yeah.
back and forth. But there's probably 15 to 17 total in the fixed lab. And then
Wow, that's pretty big.
I don't know, honestly, the number fully in the removables world,
You guys
just because I haven't
yeah.
been down there. I'm stuck at the bench.
They
Yeah.
sound happy on the phone, so.
They sound happy
Yeah,
on the phone.
they sound
That's
nice.
the monomer.
They sound
You answer, what do you want? And they're like, oh, hi. So why the division of the two buildings and the two
Well,
labs?
it used to be just Mountain Dental Lab in North Carolina, and then we merged with an entity that was based out of South Carolina.
Oh.
So they decided, okay, we're going to split fixed and removable, and now we've got two little powerhouses.
And they're
I
in two
bet
different
it works
states.
really well.
Yeah,
I mean,
it does.
yeah.
That's interesting.
It's
Cross
fun
the
for the
line.
owners.
That must be
No,
terrible for taxes.
exactly.
We'll let them deal with that. We do this stuff.
You get to play.
They can figure out that stuff. No. So, I mean, it has worked so far. I mean, it's
Yeah.
going well. I mean, we were an established lab, so they didn't really want to break that up and
Sure.
Yeah, it's smart.
move
you
it
don't
around.
ever want to
and,
mess with your
you
name.
know, so
Yeah.
that's kind of.
So how'd you hear about Ladies of the Mill?
Well, probably a year ago, I was just like Facebook stalking things, and Ladies of the Mill came up. I'm like, well, what is this? And I was like, well, this is quite interesting. These female technicians are all lifting each other up. And then I spoke to a couple sales reps about looking for a stain and glaze, and it was like the weekend before, and they were like, oh my gosh, you got to go. And I was like, I can't go this year, but I was like, we are going next
On the
year.
calendar, man.
So I didn't care how it was going to happen. It was going to happen, and it is amazing.
Yeah, it's been a really, really great
And
day.
you dragged her along?
Oh, I didn't have to
Krysta.
drag. She drove.
She
was like, I'll go.
She seems to have a good trajectory that if she's going to clear this path for me, I'm just going to,
You'll be
you
like,
doing
Ride
it?
the wake?
Yeah.
We are tag teaming. So
How far of a drive was it?
4 hours.
Oh, that's
Oh,
not
that's
bad.
not bad.
I mean, with the rain
Through
shooting
the
off
river.
the mountain.
Yeah.
It
That was a little scary.
I drove in it too.
Yeah.
Did you
I
come
would-
down by the river?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I
that was-
came north.
Oh,
I
okay.
came
okay.
from- yeah.
All right.
Yeah, but it was a bad rain during
It
that
was
drive.
intense.
It was intense.
Yeah.
So you guys going to the masquerade ball?
Yes. We've been planning our outfits for months.
Oh,
We're so
months?
excited.
Wow.
Yes, because you got to plan for things like that.
No,
Heck
no,
yeah.
I definitely did not plan. Didn't fit in any dress I own, but thankfully my mom had a 70s dress that
Oh, it is amazing.
Oh, that's cool.
that actually fit. So
Oh, honey, it's amazing.
So you got a mask and a badass dress. And
Absolutely.
We're gonna dance and drink.
We're gonna have
and
fun. Absolutely.
I'm
Yeah.
excited. Well, thank you for sitting down with us.
Yeah, so
Thank
nice
you
to
for
meet
having
you.
us.
Likewise.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Enjoy the rest
Absolutely.
of the
Thank you,
trip and
Thank
the
you.
meeting.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Does he have your proper name?
Yes.
Are you sure?
It's actually spelled wrong
Oh.
on my name tag, but it's okay. It's actually Raegen.
That's right. I wrote down Megan, so no worries.
Oh, you know what? That's fine too.
What is it?
Raegen.
Raegan.
Yeah.
Raegan
Oh, it's
Bicklein.
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 It's a whole bundle of confusion. Don't
It's like
feel bad.
blind,
It's actually spelled
Bicklein.
wrong on my birth certificate too. Don't
Thank
even worry
you.
about it.
All right.
He's funny.
Ladies of the
Mike.
Bill 2023. Speed dating.
Dun, dun, dun.
Raegan Bicklein.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. High five.
Yeah.
I said it right. Just don't give him another chance.
So this is a daughter of a favorite of ours.
Yes. That's
She's
coming
actually
on
the
tomorrow
daughter of
live.
Mandy Arena.
Yeah.
Yeah. My mom, she's I'm my mom's biggest fan. I know that we argue a lot, and we probably don't talk about it as much as we should.
Come on, not females.
Oh my God, Mom,
that
please
never
don't cry.
happens. Oh,
But,
she's
like-
going. Here she goes. Waterworks. Uh-oh.
But I really do look up to my mom a lot, and I really am grateful for the opportunity to come here because, like, a little bit of an aside, I wasn't sure if I wanted to, like, pursue dental technology and because of all of the things that have been happening at my lab specifically. But this definitely gives me a lot of hope. Like,
Yeah.
it makes me want to
Inspiring,
stay
right?
here, and, like, it makes me want to stay in the industry and learn.
so
like-
how did you get in? Talk to me about that. Did you
I-
force her in like I was forced in, or did you?
Let's not talk. No. Mandy's not in this conversation. She's tomorrow.
Yeah. You can, like...
How did you get into the industry?
So,
Reagan.
I was working, like, 90 hours a week in the restaurant industry.
Yeah, that's
terrible,
a lot of
terrible
fun.
time.
That's how I started
And, yeah.
in the restaurant.
And she told me that they had an opening at their lab for a removable model worker and somebody that was handling disinfection. And I was like, when can I interview? Please.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm desperate. And I ended up working in the lab's office for a little while. And I
You have a
learned
lot of that today.
Yeah,
a lot
I
of
was
front
gonna say,
office
that's where
lab.
a lot of people
Yeah.
started. Yep.
And it was frustrating at first, but I honestly learned so much. So
Yeah.
looking back at it, I'm grateful. But now we're at different labs. She left me. But I'm learning a lot
Oh, you're not in
more.
the same location or
No.
the same lab? Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, she left to go work at a different lab. She had to do what she had to do. I
Yep.
understand.
Understood.
Still miss my mom at work every day, you know. But she is still there, kind of, because I can call her if I have questions or if I'm not sure what to do. A couple of weekends ago, I was on the phone with her for 4 hours over a digital denture design.
Wow.
Yeah. And I'm really sorry that happened. She's giving me the look.
That's all right. I've hit her up on 3Shape Dental Design questions too online. So
So are you designing?
That's the
What's your role
goal.
now? But that's my question.
Right now, I'm mostly just doing support work for the technicians that know how to set teeth. So I'm doing model work, custom trays,
You're doing
bite
everything.
rims. I work in the office. We only have 2 removable technicians, so I manage the schedule to make sure that they don't get overwhelmed as
Yeah.
well. It's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot of learning, but I am really grateful for it. And like I said, coming here makes me feel a lot better
Yeah.
about it, because at first I was like, I don't know if I want to keep doing this. Like,
why? Because it's just a lot of work, or
I
you
don't
don't have to get into details.
I'm not going to
but-
get into detail of it,
Yeah.
but the lab that I'm at, there's definitely some dysfunction.
Yeah,
Oh,
every
no,
lab has
not
that.
in a lab. Holy
I'm-
moly.
well,
As someone that traveled a lot
Oh,
to visit
God,
labs,
there's so much dysfunction.
there's one thing I've learned.
They're
They all have their
up.
they all have their
You
problems.
can bleep me out. Yeah. Yeah, and that can
But-
get really exhausting.
Well, and
yeah.
it's kind of like,
It can be discouraging.
yeah, and it's like when you're trying to learn and it feels like there's just a roadblock of you have to fight to get into what you want to get into.
Yeah.
Because they weren't sure if they were going to keep me in the office at first or if I was going to be a technician. And I had to have like several really spirited conversations. I wouldn't say arguments.
Yeah, sure.
With the lab owners about me working in removable because that's what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And like once I finally
They didn't want to let you?
No. They didn't.
God, you think every lab would be like, yes, please come to removal.
Yeah, I agree.
Wow. Okay.
I'm not sure what the thought process was, but like I finally broke through and got in there, and it's like this whole new world opened up. Like I didn't realize how many things actually went into dentures, and it's like I learned something new every day.
Sure.
And that's really amazing to me.
Yeah.
Like I really do appreciate it.
Do you follow all the removable people on like Instagram? Because there's some amazing removable people.
I am starting to get into it, but like Mandy's my mom. How can I not? She's got this huge social media presence. She knows everybody.
Join the community.
Oh, yeah.
Just start friending everybody, whatever it's called on Instagram, following everybody.
And look and learn.
It's amazing. And removable seems like a tighter knit group, and there's just so much right now.
So are you going to just keep pushing until they actually put you where you want to be and where your heart is?
I'm just going to keep forcing it.
Good for you.
I mean,
Make it happen.
You have to advocate for yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Persistence. Yes.
I'm definitely going to keep fighting for it because it's what I want to learn.
Yeah.
And I'm excited.
Yeah.
It's going to be great.
Yeah.
So do all your conversations revolve around dental for the most part, or is it a little bit of a mix of a little bit
like
of this?
Sometimes, like I'll tell her something and she'll be like, "Yeah, no, you should do that instead." And then other times it's like, "Oh my God, have you seen this hiking trail?" She's a big hiker.
Big hiker, yeah.
And like that's one of the things that I'm really big fan about my mom. She's got all the different layers. She's great. She really is.
She doesn't live teeth.
Only a little.
Only a little. So the appropriate question in this speed dating, this is great for you. Do you prefer printed dentures or analog dentures?
Printed, but only because that's all I'm really familiar with yet.
I hear you.
I can nest and
you're
print.
young
I just can't design.
too.
I can
so
set
you're
teeth
the
digitally.
driver.
I cannot.
Yep.
I don't even think I could set one tooth analog.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
But digital, yeah.
I like the process of it so far, at least what I understand.
Yeah.
But until then, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, good luck to you.
Thank
I'm
you.
assuming
exciting.
you're going to the masquerade ball tonight.
Oh,
you're going to party
definitely.
with us.
Oh, for sure.
So happy you stayed in it, and you guys are just doing what you're doing. And going to talk to your
Sometimes
mom
that's all you
tomorrow
can do.
and get
Yep.
to meet you.
I'm excited. I'm going to be like front and center, being like, "Mom, high five!"
Wow.
Bring the eggs. You could toss them.
Bring the eggs.
Oh, I would never.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. It was
Appreciate
really
you
nice
sitting
to meet
down.
you.
Thank
Enjoy,
you.
Awesome.
Enjoy.
Have a great
We'll
rest
see you
of
tonight.
your time.
Ladies of the Mill, 2023 speed dating. Here we
Speed
are.
dating.
We're visited with past guests.
Yes.
You even know what episode you were on?
And
I don't
past
remember.
Ladies of the Mill speaker. Just
Oh,
saying.
yeah,
That's
that
right.
too, yeah.
Lauren
God,
Crowe.
that was probably
I know her
2
name.
years
2 years ago, yeah.
Yeah, Lauren Crowe, who has to work with Barb, kind of.
Yeah,
And indirectly.
We work together.
Indirectly.
Yeah, sometimes I go to night and I see her there. I go in
Yeah.
there and she's like got her
And
head
I always
down.
say, you're a badass.
Oh, she's,
I love
she's
you.
sweet. Well, she always got her head down working, and so I walk by and I'm like, Barb, because I don't. She's so quiet. I don't
never
notice
move,
something.
man.
Yeah.
Seriously.
I don't know this quiet you
Yeah.
she speaks of. I don't know that
And
person.
I don't even notice her because I'll come through and say something to somebody else, and she'll just
Doesn't move it.
turn around and say it. And I'm like, oh, there you are. I didn't know you were here.
So last time you were on, you're still doing the same thing. You're the sales leader for Lexar,
well,
right?
okay, so now I'm in client experience.
Client
Yeah, so I
experience.
went from sales, which is, I guess, is still kind of sales, but
Yeah,
but
pretty much.
yeah, like problem solving.
Oh, God.
Oh, fire putter outer.
Yes.
That's
Well
me.
put.
That's me. And I don't know if it's more with the client's fires or like the lab's fires, because sometimes it's like stopping before you get to the customer. Like, how
Oh,
do you
yeah.
make sure the customer doesn't know?
Yeah.
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 That you had a F up.
Yeah.
Or possibly.
One of
We
my
don't screw
favorite
up at
sayings in a
Lexar, but
lab
if we
is it's
did-
not a mistake if it didn't go well.
That's right. If they don't know about it. So,
Mistake.
and then there's some of those, not with us, of course. Not
No.
me or Barb.
Never.
We're
Never.
perfect.
Never.
Yeah.
Never.
It's everybody else's
Yeah,
problem.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And we're also joined by Hollywood.
Yes.
I'm sure you're used to that.
Yes, my
Yeah.
dad's always
I mean,
said
my
it
name's
to me
Elvis.
like
You
that.
think I don't get that kind of thing? I mean,
Oh,
all the time.
Is that your real name,
Yes.
too?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's
So
not
where are
his
you
real
from?
name.
I'm from Ohio.
Ohio,
SK
yeah.
Dental Lab.
SK Dental Lab.
Yes, we are.
It says ortho. No, it doesn't say ortho. I thought that said ortho. It says Ohio.
So what do you do in the lab?
I pretty much do all the production. We do full arch zirconias, primarily what we do. So green state, I do all the final stain glaze, contouring, all that, fitting. I love it. I love what I do.
I know, this is such a chart.
It's so satisfying at the end when I'm like, I do
everybody we
that.
talk to are just...
And when they're talking about changing lives, like I really get to see it now, doing the full arches. I'm like, oh my goodness. And when the doctors send the pictures back, I love it. Yep. It makes my day. It really does.
So how did you get into the industry?
As a dental assistant, and I was like intrigued by the crowns, and I called the lab, and I ended up.
You're like, hire me.
Yeah. Well, they were like, actually, we need somebody. Can you come meet me? So,
like right away? Well, most
I
labs need
interviewed
somebody.
that weekend. And then, I worked there. I've been at a couple different labs.
Sure.
I'm probably going to stay where I am. I'd like to.
A lot of people that we talk to start as dental assistants, and as laboratories, you and I both know we're looking for dental assistants because you already know the language. You already know pretty much a whole hell of a lot of what we do. So.
Yeah. I went to dental hygiene school for about a year. I had a kid. It didn't quite work out. But I'm pretty happy where life has taken me, so I'm okay with that. Yeah. It was kind of a regret for a while, but then when I got in the lab industry, I was like, oh, this is it.
Yeah, you found your purpose somewhere.
This is where I'm supposed to be.
So where did they put you when they hired you onto the lab?
I actually started designing.
They put you...
Wow.
Really?
I was
That's
designing
rare.
for about 9 months, and then we were kind of short-staffed, and then I started doing green state, and then I started doing getting all the finishing of the crowns, and then they made me lead ceramist pretty quickly.
Yeah, this is quite
I guess I have kind of a natural talent.
Nice.
And then I was doing all the finishing of the crowns and stuff. It was a lot. And then I went to another lab and was pretty much managing it. It was a very small lab, and there was a lot of issues kind of going on that
drama.
Yeah. And then I found where I'm at now, and I will probably stay there forever. That would be my
And
goal.
what's your role now? Everything still?
I mean, I'm pretty much the lead technician. You know, there's only a few of us. There's a designer, the owner. He goes out and does all the conversion surgeries.
Oh, so yeah.
So I've taken a large load off of him because he was doing surgeries and coming back and working till midnight probably every night.
Sure.
No, not a dental technician. Right? We don't work
He
long
gets to see his
hours.
family now.
Yeah.
And then we just hired another tech. She's learning, under me a little bit. She has a lot to learn, but I have confidence that she'll get there. She was also a surgical assistant.
Oh, wow.
So
that's nice.
We're hoping that maybe she can move towards doing the fully guided surgeries.
Oh,
That's
wow.
awesome.
So I've got a question. Ladies of the Mill, you were one of the very first speakers.
Yeah.
How did you find out about it? Like, you were one of the early adapters.
Yeah, so Jill and I were friends on Facebook, I think.
Really?
Maybe.
Okay.
Or Instagram. I can't remember which. And we had followed each other for a while, and then she reached out and said, hey, we're going to start this. Is this something you've ever considered?
Wow.
And I was like, why not? And she said, we want you to speak on growth. And when she told me that, I'm like, I don't know that there's a better topic for me to speak on, considering like I had a similar background, came from, dental assisting, did small lab, now I'm doing something completely different that I kind of never envisioned it coming to this. So it's a story of growth, and I think probably everybody here can relate to it in some way because they all came from something, and now they're running their own labs or they're running a department, something impactful. So yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I remember seeing your name. I was like, how does she know about that? I was like, finally, this is my first meeting, and your sister's speaking this meeting.
Yeah,
so
she
it's
is.
Just great.
Yeah, it was cool. It's like full circus.
Yeah.
Circus too, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that fits. No, full circle now to have Katie here doing it. That's really cool too.
Yeah.
So when you spoke, she had a T-shirt with your picture on
She
it.
did. She did.
Or have you reversed this? Do you have it?
I do not.
Oh, you
no,
don't. Yeah.
I did not do that. I'm
She's
not that
the fashion
brave.
one, remember?
Yeah, she knows the clothes. She knows how to make that work. If I showed up in that, I'd look homeless just with her face on it. So I'm better off just wearing my normal clothes.
That's hilarious.
But she could make a sack look good. So
Yeah.
this is the perfect topic for her. I mean, she She bargain shops. She can go to like Goodwill and come out looking like a superstar. I don't know how she does it.
cool.
So.
Well, I'm excited to see it.
Yeah.
You guys are going to the Masquerade Ball
Of course.
tonight, right?
Of course.
Awesome.
Yes.
How
So
did
I'm
you
excited
hear
about that.
about Ladies of the Mill?
I was a part of the dental lab technician page, and I think I had seen somebody post something on there.
Sure.
And I was like, oh, this is interesting.
Yeah.
And then I've been following their group, and I've wanted to come since they started having it, but I just haven't had a chance. This is my first year.
Yeah.
Oh, mine
So what do you
too.
think so far?
I love it.
Do you?
It's really cool.
It's a little different than most
A lot of
most
energy,
meetings.
a lot of emotion,
Yeah.
a lot of just giving and taking and sharing.
Right.
And it's been really a great day.
It has. I love it.
Yep.
Yeah.
What is our question? What's your favorite ice cream flavor?
Pistachio.
Is it really?
I've got that.
You're weird.
Yes.
Chocolate-
I like nuts, Elvis.
I'm chocolate.
Are you just a straight chocolate?
Yep.
Yeah.
Chocolate chip cookie dough.
Oh, yeah.
Cookie
that
dough. With the
Cookie
chunks?
dough. With the chunks.
Yeah.
The big. Yeah, the big chunks.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well,
Nice.
thank you, ladies.
Thank
Yes,
you for
thank you
having
so
us.
much.
Thank you.
Nice to
Yes.
meet
Have a great
you.
meeting.
Yes, thank
Good
you.
to
Thank
see you again, and
Uh-huh.
we'll see you at the
Masquerade
party.
Ball.
Yeah, tonight. I'm
Awesome.
gonna have my mask on. Maybe you'll figure who out I am.
Yeah, you'll be the one doing handstand push-ups in the corner, right?
If I'm doing that in my dress, somebody should take the drinks away. It's gonna be time for me to go.
Let's hope we get there.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you so much for
Thank
having
you.
us.
Appreciate
Hey, can we
it.
get a selfie like
Yeah.
this? Okay, not a selfie. I'm gonna get.
awesome.
Where'd Tay go? Let me get somebody to take this picture.
Hey, Ashley.
Hey, man in the purple shirt.
Can you take our picture?
Who are you? Okay, here. Let me.
No, we got her.
Take our oh,
Nope, we got it.
you're going to
Yeah. Okay.
We
You're gonna
stole
scoot
his
in.
chair.
Scoot in.
Do you want action shots?
No,
we
just
we should have
smile,
got some
Elvis.
action.
We can fake action shots.
Let me
I'm
move
really
my big
good
water
at it.
bottle. Thank you.
Check, check. Can you hear me, Elvis?
I can.
Okay.
Can you guys hear me?
Oh, there you
Oh,
are.
there
A
you
little bit better.
Sarah.
Sarah Williamson.
Williamson.
He's got to say it like that, you know. He's got to have a...
Ma-
Go.
Monarchy. What's your lab's name?
Meraki.
Meraki. I was close.
Monarchy. That's from a
Monarchy.
movie.
Is it?
I don't know.
How about Malarkey?
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
Oh, that's what is that show called?
What movie? Help
It's a
me.
show.
I thought it was Joe Biden's term.
All right. Well,
I don't
we're at Ladies of the
Okay,
Mill.
I just
Let's
ruined.
focus.
I ruined the mood. Ladies of the Mill, 2023 speed dating. Sarah, I think I talked to you last year. Was it last year or 2 years
No,
ago?
2 years ago. Last year we did a course together,
Totally.
hands-on course
Yes.
with Annexent and Preet.
Yes.
Oh,
that was
damn.
fun.
That was
Wow.
Was that your first course?
I did. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it was.
Where was
actually.
it at? I'm missing out.
We were in Nashville last year, Ladies of the Mill.
So it was at this
Yeah, at this
event?
meeting.
Oh, wow.
And Annex and Preet kind of did a combine, and we provided the implant parts for the model, and Sarah taught everyone how to make it look beautiful.
Damn, you
Yeah.
go, girl.
It
So
was
you're a
fun.
lab tech, obviously.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about yourself.
I have been a lab tech for 18 plus years, and I just opened my own lab a year and a half ago
Congratulations.
in
No
Colorado.
pressure there, huh?
Yeah.
How's it
That's
going?
why. Well, it's going good, but it's funny because last year, leading up to the meeting,
Sure.
I mean, I had committed to doing this for Tay, and well, at that point, I still was working for a lab, and I was doing PMAs every day and all arch work weekly, I guess.
Were you in office?
And, yeah, I was in
That's what I
office.
thought. Yeah, you
I
were
worked
in office.
for a group of prosthodontists, and so in March I had quit there, kind of like just was done with it, and started my like full force in the lab. And May was when I first got my first client. So from March to May, I was just doing buying equipment and marketing and website, all that.
Coming up with a name.
And then it was like, oh my goodness, like I was working 7 days a week, not like lots of hours, long days.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then we had all of a sudden it was like, oh my gosh, this course is coming up. I have to, prepare for that. And while I'm trying to do everything in the lab myself. So it was just a lot of pressure. I remember I was up until 3 a.m.
Oh,
that before my
God.
flight, like the morning of my flight for the course. And I was so
getting ready. Yeah.
Yeah.
Super preparing for
Well,
it. That's what Katie said. She was up at 3 a.m. redoing her presentation. I think that's the gift we all have.
Right.
It's the gift of pressure.
Well, as a technician, that's what we work. Sometimes some of my best work is under pressure.
Yes,
It's
I know.
We procrastinate, and then it's
I
like,
am
well,
so bad at that.
oh my goodness.
God.
As a ceramist, that's just it sucks, but
I got to have that pressure, and then I'm like, all right, I'm ready.
yeah. And
then
I
you
don't know,
dive
and
in
it's
and go
it's
for
such
it.
an art what we do too, and you have to be in that right frame of mind. I feel like some days I'm like, I don't want to sit here and layer 6 crowns. Like, that's just not what I want to do
I'm
today.
so happy to hear somebody else feels that way. I get myself in so much trouble, and I'll be like, all right, I'm ready today.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
Exactly.
it's due tomorrow at 8 a.m., but I'm ready.
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Do
funny.
you all put off the hard work
Yes.
class?
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's so silly.
Yeah, you know it's going to be there.
Like they were talking about shame and guilt.
Yeah.
And then you always feel guilty, and you're like, oh, man, why'd I do this to myself again? But,
I know.
keep going.
Exactly.
So, great event for you. Are you enjoying Ladies of the Mill?
Ladies of the Mill is great. And I was contemplating coming this year just because I was kept looking at the flights. I'm like, I have to take a whole Thursday, Friday off, and I've been taking time off here and there, and I just was like, I was feeling guilty of being out of the lab.
Yep.
And I waited to the last minute to book my flight, but I'm glad I made it because yesterday was awesome. Like, all the stories from the ladies and sharing everything to a huge room of people, that's just amazing. So,
It's really raw.
yeah, I think everybody teared up yesterday.
Yeah,
so
no doubt. It was really raw, but really impactful for me personally. Like, I woke up today going, all right, I feel a little bit drained, but also super empowered and really excited for another day. So, yeah. It was great.
I stayed up too late last night, though. The party was a lot of fun, and then I continued on at Wing It or Sing It.
Oh, yeah, you guys went out, yeah?
Are
How'd
you
that
guys
go?
kidding me? Oh, what time
Wing
did you
it
get
or
home?
sing
Well,
it?
3
I think
a.m.
2.
maybe?
I think it was 2 a.m.
That's awesome.
So this morning's been a little rough, but
you were here and you were on time, right?
Yep, exactly.
That party last night, it was more of a sauna than it was anything else. It was so warm in here.
It was so fun, though. The band was great.
Yeah, the band was killer.
Not bad at all. They did a nice job.
This is your first Ladies of the Mill?
Yep.
So will you be back next year?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
The only reason I wasn't here the last couple of years is because I always have my vacation for whatever reason the same weekend. So Elvis has been
Blocked
here
it
every
off.
year, and
I
now I'm
blocked
like,
you
all right,
off.
never again. I'm
Yeah.
never missing another meeting. So, yeah.
Well, awesome.
Yeah.
It was nice to finally meet you, Barb.
Yeah, it's good to meet you as well.
You guys haven't met?
No.
I always hear her cussing on the show and stuff. I'm like,
Thank
I got to
God.
meet
You
her.
got to have a nice F-bomb, right?
Exactly.
Very important.
Well, we're
Here.
about to be on stage. Could you not F-bomb on stage? Or
I'll
you
just
gonna
say
let it
bleep.
go?
Yeah.
Yes, I will not. I promise.
I mean,
well,
you
no, I
can.
won't promise, but
Yeah.
I'll behave. I swear, there's nothing like a good F-bomb, though,
Exactly.
to say what you really want to say.
I agree with that.
Well, it was good to talk to you. Good
Yep.
luck with your lab.
Thank you.
So glad to meet you.
Thank you.
Enjoy
You
the
seem to
rest.
be as successful as you thought you were going to be.
Oh, hell
I think
yeah.
I talked to you right before you opened that lab.
Yeah. We did.
Yeah.
And so, now it's just like, it's here. I have one guy helping me out in the lab, and I need to hire more help. So,
And, I mean, Dora was saying she sends you work.
yeah, that's really great.
You get a lot of work from other lab people, or
A
just
few.
pretty much
a
her?
couple, like denture technicians that have send me all arch work for
Yeah.
zirconia.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It is nice because they do all the design and the setup, and I'm doing a copy mill, so it's
So you're
really.
milling for
I'm just
them?
making it look
Easy.
pretty.
That's great.
So,
Good for you,
That's
though.
great.
Yeah.
For having the balls to start your own lab is just amazing. I really
Yeah.
respect that.
yeah, I knew it was going to be hard, but I didn't know it was going to be this hard. I mean, it's a lot of work.
You know, so many people sit around and talk about how our industry is just like it's falling apart and people are
Disagree.
leaving. And then you hear these stories, and I mean, you're not alone. They're happening all over the place. And they're all
Yes.
smaller labs doing what they want to do,
Yeah, I don't think
killing it.
smaller labs are not going to be a thing of the past.
No.
And
Hell no.
And like where I'm at too, like in Boulder County, I mean, there's a lot of money there, and people, they can tell a difference. They're not like patients aren't going to accept,
Yeah.
It.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. I didn't want to say that, but exactly. So there is a need.
Yeah. Awesome.
Okay,
Well,
awesome.
speed dating. We're kicking you out.
All
Enjoy
right.
the rest of your meeting.
Thanks.
Bye.
Stick them on like you're going to land a plane.
Ooh, that's kind of hot, right? I know. And then just put it right close to your mouth, just right here. There you go.
No, the
Perfect.
microphone, not that. No, I'm just kidding.
This one, Jesus.
That's why we're popular.
Uh-huh.
Because we have sexual innuendos more than we don't. And occasional F-bombs,
My favorite.
Ladies of the Mill, speed dating.
Hey!
We have two guests with
Yeah,
us.
we need your badge.
That's Emily Valentine.
Yes.
I remember right. Jennifer Taylor.
Hi,
awesome.
ladies.
Emily,
Hi.
you've been on before. What year did we do
The
that?
first year.
2019?
If that was that was
earlier, wasn't it?
No, 21.
That was the first year, was 21?
Yeah, because this is only third meeting.
So she was on this podcast at this meeting?
Yeah.
So I missed it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So that
Yeah.
makes a lot more sense to me now. All right. Well,
Yeah.
cool.
And you're out in the
Welcome.
middle of Michigan in a farm. I actually got to visit
Yes.
a couple times. Very cool lab, thanks to Preet. I made the drive down the gravel driveway wondering,
Where the hell you
doing
were going?
here? Is there really a lab out here?
I feel like that's how most people feel when they get there.
Yeah.
They call us. They're like, we're at a barn? We're like, yes, that is it.
Yeah. There's like this weird turnaround thing. And it's just like, it's so odd, but it works. It works.
Nobody bothers you too much out there, I bet.
Nope. People lost. They're like, we just want to know what was back here. We're like, please leave.
And Jennifer, where are you?
I'm in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Oh, nice. Did I visit your lab?
No.
I was terrible at my job. I had Ohio, and I visited, but which lab are you at?
Advanced dentistry. It's in, well, he has 4 different locations.
Wow.
So you're in office?
Yes.
That's why I didn't visit. I was
Okay.
terrible
Yeah.
at finding those secret labs.
They
that were
are.
in an office.
And what do you
We're
do?
sneaky. I'm in charge of just a 4-person lab, including me. We do all internal work for all the offices. There's about a
Removable,
dozen doctors.
zirconia,
A dozen doctors?
the whole-
Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot of doctors. So
So-
you do everything?
We're trying, but we're all digital, so we're never going to do partials unless we design and then send it out.
Yeah,
So we're getting into digital dentures.
That's great.
That's been interesting and fun.
Yeah.
And trying to get the doctors to understand the digital side of a try-in instead of the
It's not
wax
wax
try-in,
anymore,
right?
yeah.
So that's the difficult part. But then Crown and Bridge, other than that. Yeah.
Do they just throw equipment at you? Because it's Dennis and they like to buy toys?
You know, actually,
Or do you have to fight for it?
he's really good.
Yeah.
He understands. He's the one who wanted this to happen, so I came in and with him ordered everything that
Nice.
we needed. So
I bet you
and
that was a fun day. With
it was.
Yeah.
All the new equipment?
Yeah.
Oh, God,
yes, I need
It's
one of
like
those, one
Christmas
of those.
in dental.
With your
Yeah.
credit card.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yeah. So
What about you, Emily? The barn lab.
Yeah, we've been looking for a new location.
Are you
'cause-
really moving?
Yeah, like
What?
still in the area because we can't
What's
grow.
in the area? There's nothing in that area. I've been there.
Well, you didn't look good enough. But because we can't grow, I can't fit any more mills. I can't fit any more printers.
It's pretty tight in there.
And then,
yeah.
like, if we want to hire somebody, I don't want just anybody go into, like, my parents' house, like, because it's so
Yeah.
close to their house, and, like,
So when you look for a place, where are you looking?
Bigger
like
barn?
The cities. Yeah, just another barn. No. I mean, there's some other bigger cities around us and stuff. So we're just looking at different hubs around there. They're so close to, like, where we, like, work with and stuff. And we're debating about, like, maybe working with other labs. But Mary and I are like, we like to do what we want to do. We don't want to be strongholded to, like, doing anything to meet anybody halfway if it's not
Sure.
up to our
Fair.
standards,
Yep.
or vice versa. And so just trying to find, like, a good place so we can grow, maybe do a teaching lab or a place
Oh.
where do a lectures out of. We have lots of ideas, just
Yeah.
trying to find the right
We're all
place,
full of
time,
ideas. Yeah.
all up in the head.
Are you wanting to get into teaching? Because I know your mom did it a bunch.
Not so much how, like, going and doing lectures and the public speaking.
Yeah.
No.
It's not that
No,
easy,
no.
right?
I saw you last
Yeah.
night. You're not a shy person.
I didn't say I'm shy. I'm very much not shy, but, like, to go up there and be like, no,
Yeah.
like, oh, no. I just
Yeah.
get somebody ask me a question, I'm like, I don't know, run off stage. But, like people come in and, like, hands-on learning. Good. I
Yeah,
like that.
okay.
I can be good at that. But something, we're like, just keep throwing around ideas until we figure out where we want to bring the lab, like where the up and up we want to go.
Yeah.
So
Good for you
just
guys.
playing around, trying new things, doing all this fun stuff. Like,
Sure.
nothing motivates you more than this.
No,
Like, how can you
absolutely.
feel
So
not
true.
motivated when you get home going, shit, look what everybody's doing.
Yeah.
Look what's possible.
I'm a bum. I need to be doing more. Dang it, get my ass in gear. Do something.
No shame and no guilt.
Yeah, but
so
like
one
it's
thing
just
I'm coming away from today.
yeah,
so
but you're like,
us.
damn, I want to do more. Like that's if you're not filled with that, man, what are you taking away from this?
Yeah, you're so
Or at least just being so proud of everybody.
Yep.
Right. That's the best part.
Yeah,
You're
bro.
happy for everybody here and what they do.
No jealousy, like dang, they have that, they did that. No, it's damn, look what they're doing. That's so cool.
Yeah.
It's so cool seeing all of us like succeeding and just doing fabulous stuff.
Right.
And just giving each other support and love. And just like everybody's just so on the same page and inspired. And
Maybe we need one speaker that's not doing so great.
Yeah,
that way
we have like
that makes us feel better.
Yeah. I hope that's not us.
Oh,
just
no,
saying.
that could be.
Like, is anybody like not doing so great? You just want to go up there and talk about it? Just kidding.
Oh, well, thank you guys.
Thank
absolutely.
you so much. You guys
Thanks.
Speed recording. Yeah, have a great day.
All right.
Good to talk to you.
I talked to you and your mom.
Yes, you did.
Who's your mom?
Kelly Fincher is my
here?
mom. She is. She's doing her thing out there.
You've got a mom here too?
I do.
So cool.
Yeah,
There's
we've
lots of
come
moms
every.
and daughters. I love that.
I know, it's a lot of fun.
Stephanie Hudson?
Yes.
I already forgot it. Ladies of the Mill, speed dating, speed recording.
Here we go.
We are here with Stephanie Hudson and Hannah Fischer.
Cosmetic Advantage.
You guys work together?
We do.
Oh my
We're
gosh.
also cousins.
Shut up.
Nope, we are cousins.
It's a whole family affair up in
It
here.
really is.
So Hannah, when did you were on this podcast at Ladies of the Mill in Chattanooga or Nashville?
I want to say it was Nashville. I want to believe it was the first. That was like the first year.
Then that was back here in Chattanooga.
Okay, it was in Chattanooga.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so you've gone
Yep.
to every one.
I have.
Is this your first time, Stephanie?
This is my first time.
What do you
Love
think?
it, right?
I'm super stoked to be here.
Yeah?
This is awesome. This is better than I ever could have imagined.
Really?
I really love it. Yeah.
Have you been to a lot of dental shows?
I haven't. I've only been in the dental field for about a year and a half. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Move your microphone a tad bit
Sorry,
closer.
there's that better. Can you hear
Get
me?
up on it.
A year and a half?
Yes, a year
And
and
it's
a half.
got
I'm
to have
just a
been your
baby.
best year and a half
It-
ever.
I love it, actually. Like, it's
Yeah.
gone really great. I've grown a lot. I've learned a lot. And every day it gets easier. I get more confident. And I love it. I really do. I never expected to love it as much as I do.
So your family.
Yes.
So
We are.
Your mom and...
She's my...
So, she's my cousin on my biological mom's side of the family.
Is that
so,
how you guys got her into the lab?
yes, yeah.
So our boss, her dad,
Yeah.
he wanted another staining glazer, and they wanted somebody with no experience who didn't have any
Bad
kind of
habits?
habits already.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Yes.
And
Got
so
that.
she said, I have this cousin, Stephanie. She's really artsy. She's very smart. She can pick things up easily. She takes direction very well. She's very teachable. I think she would do great. And so I do some staining glaze. I have some experience, but I'm also in the mill room mostly now, and I'm learning things with
So
suck
you're
downs, and I do all,
multitasking.
all kinds of stuff.
Fun.
Yeah.
And you took to it right away, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah. It's great.
So do you guys deal with each other in the lab at
Yes.
all? Like
We
a little
do.
bit?
We do every day.
We she helps me, if I need help, if I'm like, hey, I just need an extra set of eyes, or we'll talk about what we want to mill things out of whenever we look at photos doctors have sent us. So,
So what do you do, Hannah? Because you've obviously been doing it for a while.
I have been doing it for 7 years.
7 years.
7
You
years.
started
So
when you were 4.
Right,
Right
no.
out of high school, I'm assuming.
Right out of high school, worked for my dad. I am stain and glaze. That is what I do.
okay.
We do customs.
So you taught her everything.
Pretty much, yeah.
Pretty much,
she,
yeah.
She trained me in stain and
love
glaze.
glazing, just saying.
It is so much
It is
fun.
so
It's
soothing.
satisfying.
Just,
It is.
sorry.
No,
Off
no,
task
yeah,
there.
no.
So anyhow.
How did you teach her? What was your method? Just like,
Oh,
take
goodness.
this, make it look like this. Good luck.
It was messy in the beginning because
Yeah.
I'm not a trainer. I don't.
Did you get angry a lot?
No, actually, no. We don't actually fight.
No, we don't
Shockingly,
fight.
we don't
You don't
fight.
have to fight, but you got frustrated because you
Look
just.
at that.
I've been frustrated
No.
with myself for messing
Yeah,
up.
I'm the same way.
No, it's been good. I just was like, okay, let's start with A2 because it's the easiest shade, and just from there progressed into different shades, and it's
what
been
kind
good.
of stain kit do you guys use?
Well,
Like colors.
we use
Mio?
we
It's
use
mostly
Mio.
Mio, yes. It
We use
was-
Adite.
Oh yeah, been there, done that. Yeah.
Jimmy
Mio's
is
nice.
a big believer in just as many stains as you can get. use them.
This, a little bit of
Use them.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we really just use as many as we can.
Is it pretty
into
easy to
things.
mix companies?
Sometimes. we do have test crowns that we're like, those don't work.
Oh.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
But most of the time, yeah,
they do.
they're all pretty interchangeable. It's been good.
Yeah.
So,
Interesting.
yeah.
So now that you've been in it for how long, you say?
A year and a half.
A year and a half.
Yeah.
What are you wanting to do next in the lab?
Just continue learning and just coming to more conferences and stuff, just getting as much experience as I can.
Yeah.
Like, I have felt myself excel within the last couple of months, and
Isn't that a
I'm
good
just like,
feeling?
there's nothing in the lab that I'm not willing to learn how to do. And I just want to be knowledgeable and be able, because I've been, traveling between the tables and noticing that there are certain things that I just don't know, and I just want to know more. I just want to be on the same level of, like, understanding.
So where do you think your next path is? Design?
Oh, no. I don't know. There was a time where I was interested in design just because I'm in the mailroom, so I'm seeing designs directly.
Oh, yeah.
I think it would be to my advantage to learn more about, like, using the handpiece, getting more comfortable in, like, ceramics and contour and stuff like that, just being out on the floor. That's, kind of the base of a lab,
That's a step before stain, so what you're seeing,
Right.
learn how it's done.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
Exactly.
How big is the lab?
We have, 12 employees? Or
About 10
12
technicians,
technicians.
and then we have our 2 bosses and then front
That's a good
office.
size, yeah. So you have a lot of people to learn from.
We do.
A lot of opportunity.
We do. There's lots of experience in our lab. So.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Thank
guys.
you so much.
Thank y'all.
This
Great. This was
6
fun.
minutes, and there you have it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank y'all so
Awesome.
much.
Speed recording. Bye.
Yes.
Hey.
All right, here we are, Ellen.
Oh, ladies of the
Ladies
mill.
of the mill.
Speed dating.
I do this all the time. I
love
just start
it.
with L.
Yeah. How are you?
I am good.
Lindsay Berg with the Apex crew.
Yes, first time here and so excited.
Nice.
Love you guys.
What do you do at Apex?
I manage the Eau Claire lab there. We are mostly we're all removable. We outsource our crowns out to our sister labs.
Sure.
But yeah, I've been in it for 9 years, and in the last couple of years, I just started managing, and so I'm learning as I'm growing, and I love it.
Nice.
Yes.
So we just had somebody else sit down. Sorry.
Hello.
Hold on. Who are you? We got
Mid-conversation,
Jen
sit
here.
down.
Jen Ludwig.
What's your name,
Sit
Jen?
down. Sit down.
Yes, Jen Ludwig is our cheerleader
gosh.
and
She's
our rock
amazing.
star.
What did you do to your name tag?
Let's see your name.
Well, I had a
Oh,
drink
Lord.
fall on it, so I had too much fun last night.
We all had too much fun last
It's
night.
Betty
I was going to go with Nancy. Feel or Teel?
Teel. Betty Teel.
Teel.
That's
So
right.
Betty Teel, you're with Apex as well?
I am.
And what's your role?
I am manager of a lab in Illinois, Quad City Dental, and I'm just happy to be here.
You guys have weird
So you guys all came together, or were you on the Facebook page where Jen put you guys all on the picture and said the Midwest girls are here?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, how
Yes.
fun.
I know.
We did. We all came from separate locations in the Midwest and ended up with not even planning our trips together, arriving in Chicago at the exact same time, and then we had the same Chicago flight down here. So
Somebody knew. You guys might not know.
Someone
Whoever
knew.
coordinates, somebody knew. That
Yes.
is great.
Yes.
I just told them, I said, you guys are not coming here to this summit without me.
There you go.
That's right. And I'm a lifer now because I believe.
What do you do, Betty, at the lab?
I do a little bit of everything.
Oh, you're
I'm
one of those.
yeah, I can do everything except for ortho. I never really got
Yeah,
into
we
the
hear
ortho.
that a lot, to be honest with you.
Yep.
That's something that's missing.
But
for
dentures
sure.
are my passion, so.
Okay.
But I know how to stack porcelain and do all that
Are
too
you
with
on the
them.
bench or are you management?
I am both.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah.
What
I
don't
know.
you do, I guess I should ask?
You
Other
know,
than ortho.
other than ortho, that's it. And I just go in with a smile, and everybody else is happy to be there.
Nice.
So
you guys are both with Apex. Do you see each other regularly, or is this like your first meeting? And,
first
like,
meeting with
really?
Lindsay.
Yes. Yeah, so I have talked to Betty. We do a lot of intercompany stuff together.
Yes.
If one location doesn't do it, we have a different location that does. And so I help Betty out on the flexible ends. We take those for her and work on those. And so we communicate back and forth like that. But this is the first time that we have met.
Face to
Actually
face.
met.
Yeah, Jen I've met her. She is one of my best friends throughout the whole dentist industry, and she is a diehard
She's a
Packer fan.
keeper.
She's a diehard Green Bay Packer fan with me, and so we bonded immediately. And Jen, I can talk to, and I've met her several times. So.
Jen is an inspiration for me. She's almost like a mentor.
Yeah.
She took me right up underneath her wing, and I'm staying there
Yeah.
until it's good time to launch. But I don't see that because I want to be right there.
So do you guys get mentored by Jen, like weekly, monthly?
I talk to her almost on a daily basis.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So Jen is the regional manager for Betty.
Yes.
I have a separate regional manager who is absolutely wonderful. He does everything. He listens to everything that I need. Jen is also my go-to person, though, because sometimes there's just something that I need a woman to talk to about.
Yeah, I get that,
and
totally.
especially with the dental community and that type of thing. And she's my girl. I go straight to her, and I'm like, I know this isn't your job, but here I go.
Yep.
Who's your manager, Jed?
My regional is Joel.
Well, I don't think I know Joel.
You don't know somebody?
Sorry.
Joel Richardson. Oh, he's been in the
Yeah.
community for a long time. He manages or is a regional over our Macklin, Dimension, Granite City, Sioux Falls. Is he Rapid City? I don't think he's Rapid City, but then Eau Claire. So he is mainly Crown and Bridge, but he is a great resource.
So since you share work back and forth, is there ever like that problem case you don't want to do and you just
give
send
it to
over?
her?
You're like, no real reason other than
Can you help a girl out here?
I get a lot from some other labs where they're like, we're really overwhelmed. Can you take this case? And I'm like, sure, we can take that case. And then I get it, and I'm like, oh, that's why they sent it to you. I need to start saying, can you send me a picture first before you send it to me? And then I'll decide if we can do it or not.
No, it's a hard word. We always want to do everything. Just give it to me. I'll fix it. I'll help you, whatever. And then you get it, and you're like, oh, why did I do that to myself?
Yes. But we do a lot of communication back and forth. I start with Joel. Hey, I have this weird case. Can you help me with it? And then we branch from there, and we have Tom Love and Charles McClemens is one of the owners.
Charles too.
Yeah. So then we can branch out, and like if one doesn't know, the other's going to know, and we're going to figure it out. And then
the resources are just unlimited.
They
seems like
sure
with that
are.
group.
Apex is very knowledgeable, and it is nice to just get on the phone and say, hey, I need help with this case, or do you have any suggestions, or, so it's wonderful. Oh, yeah, they all are. Open arms. Open arms and hugging you good.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's great.
Well, you guys have a great meeting. Thank you for talking. It's only 6 minutes. They're moving us along.
Thank you for having us on Voices of the Bench. I have listened to you guys on the podcast, and I absolutely love it. I think this is a great thing that you guys are doing.
That's all we really brought you on to say.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you. Got to see the name tags because I know Elvis.
Joe.
Switch that sucker over.
Show me.
Kathryn Green. Aspen, Florida? Where?
Yeah, your last name's not Joe?
No, it's my middle name.
Oh, my God. I'm in Tampa.
I only know you as Brady.
Yes.
Keep it
How the hell do you pronounce your even...
Scarage.
Scarage?
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to have problems with it. Let me see. You guys are from Aspen. That is so great.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I know you're Kathryn.
Yes. Green. Super easy. Like the color. No
he
E
won't.
at the end.
F it up.
All right.
Here
Ladies
we
of the
go.
Mill, speed dating, speed recording. Here we are. Two Aspen ladies.
Hi, guys.
Kathryn Green and Brandy Joe Scriver. How do you say your last name?
Scarage.
Scarage. He's going to have to say that like 5 times.
Scarage.
before we get lunch.
So tell us all about yourselves in Aspen.
I've
Brandy.
been with Aspen for about 7 years. I did take a 10-month hiatus where I went to a production lab, and it just wasn't the life for me. I went through Aspen's training program, and I am now a remote digital designer.
Really?
Oh.
Wow.
So did you get into the whole industry via Aspen?
Yes.
Like you knew nothing about it?
Knew nothing about it. I have an art degree, and then I was in retail, and my husband was like, you are miserable in retail. And he saw the job posting for the trainee program. He's like, they want artsy people. Apply, see what happens. And it changed my life.
And you walked in there like, teeth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
How did they start the training? Do you remember? I know it's been a while.
It's been a while. Basically, you start off with learning the anatomy, pouring models, and then bite blocks, and just start working your way up through setups and processing.
Is there a class, or does it you're right in with an Aspen, sit next to a technician, and good luck?
Yep, right in. It's like an apprenticeship.
Yeah.
So paid training.
Nice.
What about you, Kathryn?
Yeah, so I've been with Aspen, 12 years now, I think. I stopped counting after 10. But I wore many hats in the company. I started at the bench and then grew my way into several leadership roles. I've done regional management. And then was a director of 5 different states with about 200 labs.
No pressure there.
What does that mean? You just visit labs?
Yes, you actually, it's stressful, but it was really fun because I got to travel and mostly work with the training program, so something that Brandy was a part of. I helped kind of grow it. I helped develop amongst many other people. But yeah, it's been really fun, but more recently I've changed positions. And now I'm also a remote designer like Brandy.
Oh, wow.
So I get to work from home, which is a huge change from being out on the road all the time.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to prepare myself because this year I'm going to make a big move to Australia. Well, actually, next year.
That takes a lot of balls.
So,
on purpose? Oh, wow.
On purpose. My husband's Australian. So it's going to be totally different. That's why I wanted to step into a role that's not... that's going to be easier to leave, so not like so much into management where I would just leave people hanging.
Yeah.
Remote position's great. I can do my thing at home, and then I can just leave easier.
Are they going to let you do it in Australia?
I'm really hoping.
Why wouldn't they?
You can remote anywhere.
I'm not sure.
That's the blessing of it.
Yeah,
and you'd be doing it, your noon is our midnight.
Yeah, right. So I think it would benefit them.
24/7 designing.
Right. And international, I'm really going to try to convince them. We'll see. I have my fingers crossed, but if not, I want I'm here to gather resources about how I would start my own lab, if that's what it comes down to.
In Australia?
In Australia, because I think people there need teethus too.
No, we've talked to
a lot of people in Australia.
Yeah, it seems like a pretty healthy industry out
right.
there.
Yeah. So I'm super excited for what's to come, but Aspen's been great to us, and nothing but
how does Aspen
a great
find
journey.
out about Ladies of the Mill? How do you guys...
We've been spreading the message.
I'm so shocked to see
I found out from Janelle because she told me about it last year when she was coming, and so I couldn't come last year, but I was able to make it happen this year.
Yeah. And
so
we
basically
keep spreading
anybody
the word.
from Aspen, so if you guys let them know, they're allowed to
Absolutely.
vent. So
yeah, we're
great.
going to blast it as soon as we leave here, and now I was able to bring my 2 friends here. I convinced them to come, so hopefully more and more people find out about it, and we'll get more and more people here.
Yeah.
For sure.
Super.
Talk about the remote digital design. I imagine it's for dentures.
Yep.
How much time do you have? Is it like scan a patient, you're designing, they're printing, delivering that same day?
In like a rush emergency case, we can do that.
Yeah, but it's not the usual workflow?
Not the usual workflow.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So what is it? How does it work?
So we have a queue. Because we have so many locations, 1,000 locations, about 300, 400 are digital now? Oh my gosh. I don't want Frank our manager to quote me on
that. You guys are wrong.
So basically we get handed a case. Now it's a new system. We just get assigned a case, you grab it, you design it, you either send it back to that office or you send it to like a Lighthouse, which is our
QC?
printing. It can go through a QC depending on the case, but we also have a printing facility in Syracuse.
Wow.
So if an office, for an example, doesn't have a tech at all, which is great for dark labs, right? Then we can design it. Lighthouse facility can print it and ship it to the office. So offices are never like dark with digital, right?
Yeah.
It was the case with analog to where if you don't have a technician, oh my God, what am I going to do? With digital, if you don't have a technician, it's okay because we have a solution now.
So individual Aspens are not printing or
they can on site.
Oh, they can.
Yeah. So some labs do print on site. If we have a DPT, which is a digital production tech, which is a great career opportunity for dental assistants to get into. Yeah. So we're trying to grow that as well to give more people inside our company opportunity to get into the lab. So that's a great one. So if they have a digital production tech that can print on site, or like a normal technician that's analog, that's learning, can print on site. So it depends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what software are you using?
3Shape.
3Shape.
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
Are they
Come on, Elvis.
Are they scanning edentulous directly? Or
we can. I mean,
sometimes we'll do like a wash impression inside their existing denture. Otherwise, if they don't have an existing denture, we'll do the alginate impression with a bite block and then take the wash impression and the
So
bite
it's a
block.
little bit of analog and a lot of digital.
Yep.
That's cool.
And they'll
That's kind of
scan
what
the
we're hearing
impression?
a lot
Yep.
of. Yeah.
What scanners do they all have the same?
Trios.
Oh, yeah, you guys have a good scanner.
Oh, yeah. We're trying. We're staying ahead of the technology, and it's been really great. We have the best teachers. We got Erica Kuchko on our team.
Yeah.
Frank Linder's our senior director. We have Jess Henneke. We have Jess Mollica, who run, more of the lighthouse things and overall, like, the digital piece. So we have really great support. We have the best, learning for it. We fly people up to Chicago for a week, and then they come back with all the tools that they need to actually start.
You have a whole training facility in Chicago,
We
don't
do.
you?
It's awesome. Have you been? Next
I
time?
have not. I'm
oh
waiting
my gosh.
for my invite.
No, next time you're in Chicago, you're just invited. We
nice.
built this new state-of-the-art
Anybody
facility.
can show up?
I mean, sure.
Oh, well, anybody can show
I don't know
up.
about that.
Elvis will be there for sure.
Did you get to spend time there?
Yeah, I spent a week of training before I actually started the remote position in Chicago.
Nice.
How did transitioning to remote go? You like it?
I like it a lot.
Yeah. I
bet
get distracted
you.
at home too much. I really do.
It's a learning process to acclimate
Yeah.
yourself, like I said, from being on the road to being at home. But it's been a great journey
So do you have to do so many dentures a day, or is it just like they give them to you? Do you get to pick your cases? How does this?
Nope, they're now assigned to us. Minimum, we want about 6 cases a day.
6?
Yep.
That's
granted,
not bad.
give or
6
take,
cases is
depending
pretty
on
good.
what you're working on. It can be more, it can be less.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
Do you ever have a real problem? You're like, hey, listen, this is taking me 3 hours, and I can't do my 6. I mean, are they lenient like that? Yeah.
Sure. We have managers, our mod team, which is manager of digital design. They are assigned a group of digital techs.
Yep.
So whenever you have a question or a problem, you can reach out to them. They're usually really quick to help.
Wow.
Yes. Thank you, Eric Martini, for putting up with Brandy and I. We're on his team. And his last name is cool, isn't it? Martini. So we love being on that.
That's his nickname. It's not the actual real last name. But
Martin, and I think he's going to slap me for pronouncing it wrong. But we just call him Martini.
Yeah,
so
that's
it's
fine.
great. It's great.
That's awesome. I heard about them going to remote. I didn't realize it actually happened. How many remotes are there?
Gosh, about
Did you say that already?
20? No, I thought it was more like 20, maybe 15.
15? Yeah.
And
That's great.
as we're rolling out digital to more offices, we'll eventually add in some more remote designers as we continue to grow the digital side.
You think you'll start having more Aspens without technicians in there, or is there still enough?
I think so.
It's just rough because there's not a lot of technicians
Right.
around.
Yeah, that's the hard part.
So I think it's mostly just having to utilize technology as an add-on to make you guys, successful and be able to manage all of the volumes.
For sure. It broadens definitely what we can do. We can cover the dark locations now with digital, which is huge. And, we're a fast-growing company still.
I like that you call Aspens without a technician dark.
Dark.
Well, it's a dark lab because lights are out in the lab.
That's fun. That's true.
Yeah, we do. I'm stuck with the language. Dark.
Well, thank you for sitting down.
Yeah,
with
thank
us.
you so much.
Thank you for having us. I
It
love
was a
this.
speed recording,
Yeah,
but we
I love
appreciate it.
I love
Yeah.
Thank
Awesome.
you.
Have a great day.
Have a great day, guys.
Good luck to you.
Bye.
A huge thank you, ladies, everyone that came on the podcast when we were at the Ladies of the Mill Summit. I would name you all, but Elvis already did. It was fun to just get 6 minutes with each person and just get a short sample of their life and career. I really enjoyed that. We said this last week, and we will say it again. This meeting was amazingly different. Do yourself a favor and keep an eye out for next year's meeting and definitely go. Not only will you see a bunch of really great and powerful ladies speaking, but you might also have 6 minutes to tell us your amazing story here on our podcast.
Awesome. Well, we hope to see everybody there next year.
Yes.
All right, everybody. That's all we got for you. And we will talk to you next week. Bye. Past podcast guest